Have you ever felt frustrated while trying to correct your dog's behavior and thought that physical punishment might be the solution? Maybe a leash yank, a shout, or even something more severe. The truth is, while this might seem like a way to assert control, such an approach not only fails to solve the problem, but also deeply harms the bond between you and your best friend. Fortunately, there are far more effective ways to train your dog, methods that don't involve pain or intimidation. In this video, we'll delve into the negative effects of physical punishment, why it's never the answer, and how empathy-based, science-backed methods can completely transform your dog's behavior while strengthening your connection. The negative impacts of physical punishment. Using physical punishment to correct a dog's unwanted behavior may seem like a quick fix, but the negative consequences of this approach extend far beyond the immediate situation. First, it's important to understand that physical punishment doesn't teach your dog what they should do. Instead, it creates an environment of fear and confusion, where your dog simply tries to avoid behaviors they think trigger negative reactions, without understanding what's expected of them. The emotional toll of such methods can be devastating. Dogs subjected to physical punishment often develop anxiety and mistrust, not just toward their owners, but in everyday situations. For example, a dog that is frequently punished may begin associating trips to the vet, walks, or even playtime with negative experiences, becoming more withdrawn or aggressive as a result. Moreover, unwanted behaviors can actually worsen. Take, for instance, a dog that barks excessively out of boredom or stress. Physically punishing this behavior doesn't address the root cause. In fact, it may heighten the dog's stress, making the barking worse. Studies also show that physically punished dogs are more likely to exhibit aggressive behavior, as fear often puts them in a constant state of defense. Finally, physical punishment erodes the trust between you and your dog. Instead of feeling safe and secure around you, your dog may begin to see you as a source of threat. This not only makes training more challenging, but also prevents the development of a healthy, happy relationship. Understanding the harmful effects of physical punishment is the first step toward adopting more positive and effective alternatives. Why positive methods work better. Now that we've covered the downsides of physical punishment, let's explore why positive reinforcement methods are not only more effective, but also much better for your bond with your dog. The principle behind positive reinforcement is simple. Rewarding desired behaviors encourages your dog to repeat them because they associate these actions with positive experiences. This can be done with treats, toys, or even enthusiastic praise. Positive reinforcement is grounded in research on animal behavior, which shows that dogs learn best when motivated by rewards rather than fear. Let's look at a practical example. Suppose your dog is learning to sit. Instead of forcing them into position or shouting, you can hold a treat above their head and wait for them to naturally sit as they look up. The moment they do, you reward them with the treat and say, "Good job." This helps them understand that sitting leads to something good, making them more likely to repeat the behavior. Positive reinforcement also creates a much more enjoyable learning environment for your dog. They feel motivated and safe to try new behaviors without fear of being punished for mistakes. This is especially important for dogs that are naturally sensitive or have experienced past trauma. By using empathy, consistency, and positive reinforcement, you can not only improve your dog's behavior, but also foster a stronger, happier relationship built on trust and mutual understanding. Another key benefit: improved communication. One of the most important advantages of this approach is that it significantly enhances the communication between you and your dog. Many unwanted behaviors arise because your dog doesn't understand what you expect from them. Positive reinforcement removes this barrier by creating a clear channel of communication, where your dog knows exactly what earns rewards and what doesn't. With positive methods, you not only address behavioral issues, but also build a relationship based on trust and mutual respect. And that's what sets a good pet owner apart from an exceptional one. Building a stronger bond. Beyond teaching commands and correcting behaviors, positive training offers an even greater benefit. It strengthens the bond between you and your dog. This relationship goes beyond obedience. It's about fostering trust and mutual respect, which are the foundation of a harmonious life together. A dog that feels safe around you is more receptive to learning and less likely to develop problematic behaviors. For instance, if you positively reinforce your dog for following the come command, they'll begin to associate your presence with something good and naturally want to stay close to you, even in challenging situations, like during walks in busy areas. Another critical aspect of building this bond is recognizing that many unwanted behaviors stem from miscommunication. A dog that jumps on people, for example, isn't being naughty, but is simply seeking attention. Responding to this behavior with aggression sends a confusing message. However, if you calmly reward moments when all four paws stay on the ground, your dog will quickly learn what's expected. Creating a consistent and positive environment helps your dog feel more confident and willing to cooperate. This doesn't mean ignoring problematic behaviors, but rather redirecting them in a kind and effective way. For example, you can completely ignore unwanted behaviors, like barking for attention, and reward the silence when it happens. This approach clearly and non-aggressively communicates what's desired. Ultimately, positive training is a mutual exchange of trust. Your dog learns to see you as a gentle leader, and you gain a more confident and cooperative companion. With this strong foundation, you'll enjoy incredible experiences with your four-legged friend without ever needing to resort to punishment. The case against physical punishment. Physically punishing your dog might seem like a quick fix, but as we've seen, the emotional and behavioral damage makes this approach both ineffective and harmful. On the other hand, methods based on positive reinforcement not only teach desired behaviors effectively, but also foster a relationship of trust and respect between you and your dog. Training with empathy and patience isn't just an act of love. It's also the key to transforming your dog's behavior and strengthening the bond between you. By adopting these practices, you're creating a happier, more harmonious life where learning becomes a positive experience for everyone involved. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you tried positive reinforcement methods? How have they transformed your relationship with your dog? Share your experiences or questions in the comments and help other pet owners create a kinder, more welcoming environment for their furry friends. If you enjoyed these tips, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves dogs. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Until then, keep those tails wagging.